we're starting the holiday season series. And the first one we're going to do is the Christmas tree. There are so many variety that we have developed. Later on, we'll explain it to you. The Christmas tree is very simple. I'm only using 2 brushes. One large combination brush, which most of you either have a super flow or large flow. And one of my favorite combination brush, some of you might not have, which is a large double happiness. The reason I like that brush is that because it's full, but then it also have a good tip. So I can use it into line as well as shape. And then the second brush is a flow brush that which we'll use for dot and accent. Ink. Today I choose our best bottle ink because it give you a very good variation. Because the first demo we're going to use, we are using ink only. First, I make a straight ink out of one dish. The reason we use separate dish is that when you use palette, then sometimes you'll get into other colors and then make it very muddy. And then from that, and I'm using some water to dilute it from our straight ink into a medium ink. And then the third dish that I'm saving it later on to mix it with my iridescent color for holiday. And I'll show it to you later on. So for preparation, I have a scrap of rice paper, and I fold it in half. I use my mixing brush and then brush it on the full side. So what is this? And then it gives me a straight line. And then we use this. The purpose is that for beginners, it's hard to find the center of the tree. So we put it underneath our paper to use as a guide. So we will have a straight spine of this Christmas tree. The first one we're going to use is ink on our gold Fleck paper, any kind of gold Fleck paper, because for holiday, this is a good time. I'm sure that you have all kind of collection of different gold Fleck paper. For holiday, this is a great time to use, especially today I'm using the ink. Then this way will give me some more festivity. So I wet my brush and I tap it dry with paper towel so it's not too wet. And then I load my brush about 1/4. One of the beginners sometimes make the issue is that load the brush too deep, then you lose your transparency, because as you paint, the brush will be automatically going to the top, and then a little tip into the ink, straight ink, and then I'm going to be soften it. So I will start with my top of the tree. So it's this whole tree. It's one stroke. No, I'm sorry. It's two stroke. Line and side stroke to the left and side stroke to the right. So we'll start here. So now I finished my light to medium ink. So now I'm adding accent with my darker ink. So I still load my brush a quarter with light ink. This time I'm using the straight ink a little bit more. The line underneath my paper and fixing it, make sure that I have a straight line.
And so, I'm noticing in general the darker strokes are underneath the lighter strokes.
Right. And then the shape is like a soft U. So the center is dark, lower, the two side is a little higher. So this is the tree that I finished. And to add accent, that we can do anything we want. In today's case, we'll try some red bulbs or dots. And I'm using companion set because this is the most inexpensive color that I have. And then I think most of you have this or something similar. And then I use our pearlescent color set to give a little bit sheen to it. So I use the red in the pearlescent, and then I soften it up my tip. With the palette. So one more time, red, pearlescent, can see the pearlescent really accented well. So that's it. So we will do a green leaf Christmas tree, like the real Christmas tree. I mix our chunk yellow with indigo to get my green, and then I also have indigo by itself. And then this time I'm using the double happiness brush. And then underneath, I'm using green, indigo, and a little bit ink to make it darker. This is the shadow, the back of the tree. That's my green Christmas tree. In the sample, I have a blue Christmas tree. So what I'm using is the companion set, the blue and purple with the pearlescent color set. So I just want to show the stroke and then the color mix. So this is the main color. give people an option, especially beginners, when you have trouble to control your moisture. We have this red banner paper. You don't need to mount, and it stays flat, and then you don't have to worry anything about color running. And in the holiday from Christmas until Chinese New Year, we'll demo some project with this particular paper. So the color we are using is mica watercolor set, which has 6 different gold and silver. And then with the ink, that's all we use. So I first dish out the two silver and white gold in mixing in one dish, and then another dish is the one darker gold like copper gold with the lighter gold. So I'll quickly demo this tree. I use a little bit ink on my leftover brush with the silver first and then gold. And then I go. I don't clean my brush, and then I dip a little bit into my medium ink and tip with a little dark ink, and then I soften it. Then I start doing my accent. That's it, and I hope that you will give it a try.